Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football. Robbie at AFTV, I'm over here in Abu Dhabi, and listen, first of all, I've got to big up my friend Amin, who's doing the video right now. He's took me to go and watch the game tonight, so listen bro, bless up man. But listen, massive win for Arsenal, massive win for Arsenal tonight. That literally secures our place and means that we don't have to go into that whole system of playoffs and stuff like that. So that's really good. Just before I get into the game today, just got to say big up to Arsene Wenger. That's why I'm in Abu Dhabi today and not in Brussels. Did an interview today with Arsene Wenger. It was absolutely incredible. I was on stage with him here at the summit that they did over here, the Brugge summit, and it was an incredible experience to speak to Arsene Wenger. You know what I mean? He gave me a real insight into his time at Arsenal, and yeah, honestly, a real crazy moment for me. So big up to Arsene Wenger. We had a great chat today. We sat down before we even went on stage and spoke for about an hour and a half. And the one thing he said to me today was he feels that this Arsenal team is good enough to win either the league or the Champions League this season. He really believes in this team. He really believes in the manager, and he really believes that they have it within them this year to go all the way. And certainly I've got to big up the team for the performance today. Lots of players rested. No Timber, no Declan Rice, lots and lots of rotation. Saka was on the bench, but lots of rotation and absolutely no problem. 3-0 win away at Brugge. I know a lot of you guys out there will be saying, well, standard win. But Brugge, listen, they've given a few teams a real battle when it's come to playing at home this season. You know what I mean? Very tough game they gave to Barcelona. You know, have been good at home. But Arsenal today, with a much rotated team, did a really good job. Big up to Noni Madueke. What a fantastic goal that was. You know, we know with this guy that he's got lots of ability, he's got lots of tricks, he's got lots of skill. But the thing is, does he have the end product? And me and Amin, who's filming right now, when we was in the bar, we were saying, we love what he's doing, but we want to see some end product from him. And by God, did he show up with the end product today. Fantastic goal. And not only that, throughout the game was taking on his man, was beating his player, looked really dangerous. And I felt so happy for him when he scored that goal. Brilliant goal, by the way. As I said, went past a couple of players and then an absolute banger from outside the box. Then he gets the second goal. Great delivery in, I think it was Martinelli. He gets on, sorry, no, it was Zubamendi. Then he gets on the end of it with a great header and gets his second goal. And you could see after that his confidence went up and looked really good. And then Martinelli, who we was sort of saying, well, you know, over to you now. We've seen it on one side with Noni Madueke. What can you do? He produced that absolute banger. I want to see more from that for Martinelli, because he's got that within him. Cut inside and an absolute I mean, the goals today were absolutely brilliant, but that was a brilliant goal by Martinelli. And once we got that third goal, the game was over. We were saying we were a bit disappointed because we wanted to see Victor Gyökeres get on the goal sheet. A little bit of a quiet game for him. Tried, some of his hold-up play was decent, but really what we wanted to see was Victor Gyökeres get on the get on the goal sheet, but you know, he didn't get a goal today. But listen, good to see him coming back to fitness, and also great to see Gabriel Jesus on the pitch. He had a couple of chances as well, but he looked, when you consider the guy's been out for so long, second ACL, he looks sharp, and he must be absolutely buzzing to get on the pitch. And I thought tonight as well, with the rotation, important minutes for some players. Mars Lewis Skelly, who's probably going to start on Saturday against Wolves. Very important to see him get a lot of minutes in the game today. Ricardo Calafiore is suspended for that game. And he had a little bit of a shaky start, but he grew into the game and he looked pretty solid after that, so that was good for him. More minutes for Ben White, and Ben White today looked solid. Good performance by him. And Christian Norgard got 90 minutes as a centre-back. And again, you know, no Timber today. Makeshift again from the team. But Norgard, who at first looked a little bit shakier, I was thinking, you know, go and close players down a little bit earlier. But he grew into the game and he did well. And Pierre Nkapia as well. And all round, a very good performance, a very good away performance by Arsenal. In the Champions League this season, we have been the best team. No defeats, only conceded 1 goal. I mean, what more do you want from this team in the Champions League? Top of the Champions League group standings, top of the league, Premier League group standings. I mean, it's been absolutely superb so far this season. And listen, we don't want to use this as an excuse, but let's just remember, people, the amount of injuries that Arsenal had or have had so far this season, and the way in which they are coping with these injuries to be top of the Champions League group standings. I mean, we saw Real Madrid play earlier against Manchester City. They're missing some key defenders. Another defeat for them. They've been really struggling. It just goes to show how good this current squad is. If we can get players back for the second part of this Champions League, it's going to be really, really good. And another important reason why it was so good to get that victory tonight, which almost secures us, because last season 16 points got us through to, you know, that stage where you finish in the top 8 and you don't have to play those playoff games. It was so important to get that victory tonight, because what that means with the 2 games left against Inter Milan and I think Karat in January, what it means is that Arsenal, in effect, know that they're going to finish in the top 8, so they can rest players for both of those games. They can rest players for Inter Milan, they can rest players for that Karat game, and there are a lot of games coming up in January. So that, again, very important. Secure that top 8, rest players for those last 2 games, rotate like they did tonight, and really have a big push and try and get a big January in the Premier League. So tonight's win was very, very important, and I've got to big up the manager. Big up the manager today, as I said. Lots of rotation. Christian Norgard as a centre-back. It's not ideal, but to go away from home in the Champions League and to win 3-0, what more can you ask? My man of the match tonight has got to go to Noni Madueke. Listen, in for Saka tonight. No Saka, no problem. Madueke with 2 good goals. And, you know, there's one stage in the game he went down and they taped up his finger. I don't know if he sprained it or broke it or whatever. And I was thinking, here we go, more injuries again. But he played on, got the 2 goals, and I think that was a great moment for him, and definitely my man of the match tonight. Other players to mention today, listen, big up to Pierre Nkapia. Amin was saying to me that he felt kind of like that was his second man of the match. Good performance by him. Had to marshal that sort of defence. And listen, they kept a clean sheet. Zubimendi good as well. And yeah, Martinelli as well with a great goal. So all round, a really, really pleasing performance by Arsenal. And although I weren't at the game tonight in Brussels, you know what I mean, so happy that we got the win. Got to big up all of the Arsenal fans over here in Abu Dhabi. I met so many of them today. Absolutely fantastic. And once again, big up to Arsene Wenger. It was really, as I said, really interesting being with him today, spending a lot of time with him, and him saying to me that, Robbie, this year, this team, they're going to win something. And they're going to win something major. He said the league, and he believes in the team. He believes in the quality of the team. He believes in the ability of the team. He believes in the manager. And I said to him, I go, Arsene, if we win this league, you got to come back to the Emirates. And he said, I'll be back, because I'm really, really busy. The World Cup's on. I'm doing all my work for FIFA and that. if Arsenal win this league, I'm coming back, and it'd be great to see him, you know, because when you look at academy players like Saka, he was responsible for that academy, and these are really, really important players for us. So, listen, big win for Arsenal, 3-0 away at Brugge, almost secure now in the Champions League, through to the next stage. Is absolutely fantastic. And what more can I say? And I want to big up everybody over in Abu Dhabi. It's been absolutely fantastic meeting all the fans over here. Love coming to this side of the world. And you know what? Put respect on them. You know what time it is right now? It's past 2 a.m. in the morning, right? This game started at 8 o'clock in the UK, 8 p.m. UK time. That's 12 o'clock in Abu Dhabi, and fans were still out there watching the game. And like Amin is holding the camera right now, he's got work in the morning. This is the dedication that these fans in this part of the world have towards Arsenal Football Club. They may not be able to get to a game, but they love this club as much as I do. I'm just lucky that, you know, I live near to the ground and I can get to games, and I've got a season ticket and I can get there. But trust me, the passion of these fans here in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, in Qatar, in right across the Middle East is absolutely outstanding. So big up to all of the Arsenal fans here, and let's hope we do something special this year, whether it be in the Champions League or whether it be in the league.